The adventure begins on a cold and overcast day in Neverwinter. You step out of the Driftwood Tavern, a dark hero-laden establishment favored by the locals, onto the busy streets of the city of Neverwinter. Your employer awaits you at a side street off Dagger Way, a short walk from here. Now, you have been gathered together by Blackstar, who will introduce himself now.
Greetings. My name is Durithil, but it is translated in the common tongue to Blackstar, so if you struggle with the pronunciation, you may call me that instead as I answer to both. I'm glad that punctuality is a virtue that you both favor, for my employer is not a patient person. I must also tell you, before we go to see my benefactor, I must warn you that this is not the kind of person that you want to stab in the back. I'm sure that might be a redundant warning, since the reason I gathered you here in the first place is because of your particular skill sets, and we tend to work for people like this all the time. I'm sure it is a mutual understanding that people like us will all one day wake up to find someone not unlike ourselves standing over us, and all we will hear is the blade crossing across our throat and our own blood leaking into our windpipe as we gurgle and pass into the shadow. But until that day, we must be servants, yes? So if you will follow me now. We don't want to keep them waiting.
The streets grow quiet as you leave the busy area near Neverwinter's docks and make your way towards neighboring neighborhoods filled with shops and residents. The city is still recovering from a cataclysm and hard times, and many of the houses remain boarded up and abandoned. Neverwinter is famous for the river that flows through the city, originating from a volcanic mountain and warming the area year-round. Today, however, strong winds and overcast skies bring a chill to the air. Daggerway is deserted as you turn into the narrow, dead-end alley where your meeting is to take place. Broken crates and piles of refuse line its shadowed walls. A robed body lies on the ground, some 20 feet away, partially concealed by a crate. What do you do?
Oh my. It looks like someone couldn't handle their drink. I'm gonna saunter over there and inspect the body.
You want to do anything, Pythona?
No, I'd just be like, I'll turn to Blackstar. So, is this part of the plan as well?
I do not know this person, but this is approximately where my employer said that she would meet us.
As you walk up, Ira, you kind of catch out of the corner of your eye some shadowy movement behind a couple of crates. Like there might be a person or two back there. You haven't reached the body yet.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't notice them.
Okay.
And like continue to the body, but very subtly I'm gonna reach for, at least put my hand on my rapier.
As you walk up to the body, give me a wisdom perception check.
Wisdom perception. Okay. I just roll a d20 for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
So you rolled a 15? Do you have any modifiers to add to it?
No, I rolled a 9, and
okay.
With my modifier, it's 15.
So you make your way up to the body, and you reach down, and you kind of pull it over to see its face. And as you do it, you realize it's just rags and refuge. It's just clothing stuffed with it. And you guys are stepped upon by 4 bandits. And they're going to get a surprise round against you. So roll for initiative.
Okay. All right.
Aww.
It appears that we have been duped.
Well, that's no fun. I like to get the drop on people.
Well, Pythona, you got a 20. Was it natural?
No, it was not. Dirty 20, 18 plus 2.
Well, you're going to go ahead and go first. So, you see...
But I'm surprised, though, so they go first, right?
Oh, yes, you're right. They're going to go ahead and get around real quick.
Yep.
So, you guys are standing there, and he's reaching to the body, and you see two guys pop up from behind the crates with crossbows. They're going to go ahead, and they're going to attack first. They're going to shoot at... well, first they're going to go ahead and shoot at Ira. That's 8. 8 to hit.
Nope.
So he misses with his heavy crossbow. And then the second one's going to go ahead and take a shot at you. That's 18.
It does hit.
All right, you're going to take
It
5.
would.
Oh, okay.
Can I use my,
They call it uncanny dodge.
something like that? It's
Yes.
just... Yeah.
You use your reaction to take half damage.
Well, the damage would be 5, so it's your choice.
Make a dex save for half damage. Yeah, I'll do that.
So he shoots at you, and you kind of turn just away, and it kind of just slices your shoulder a little bit. You're a little surprised. The other two are going to run out. One's going to run up to you, Pythona.
Okay.
And he does 8 to hit with his melee weapon. And the other one's going to go after you, Black Star. That one's going to be that's going to be a dirty 20.
Yes.
All right. Do you have anything you'd like to do in response, Black Star?
If he rolls damage, I will take my reaction to.
Yes, he's going to roll. He's going to do 5 points bludgeoning damage. If you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're going to take half.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So now we're going to go back to the beginning, and we're going to start with Pythona. Now
Okay,
you can
so
fuck
yeah.
it up.
So she sees those two crossbow men come kind of over the top of those crates there, and so are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, she's going to kind of hurl back and then toss her hand in like an underhand softball motion, a bubble of acid towards those two crossbow men. So that's going to be a dex saving throw of 15 for both of them.
I rolled a 12 and an 8. Failure.
Okay, so they both fail, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be 2d6 plus 4 damage that they each take.
How does this
So-
look?
5. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this acid just splashes over them.
Yeah, so it kind of splashes them in the face, and they just kind of melt to bone and green mush piles.
Yeah. Oh.
And their weapons kind of clatter to the crates and fall off. And the acid kind of keeps melting through the crates, exposing whatever's inside.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Awesome. So you're up. Iru. Iru.
Let's see.
You got one thug entangled. Well, they're after Pythona and Blackstar, so they're kind of off a little bit behind you, but you can definitely get to them if you'd like.
Yeah, is the one that shot at me still?
No, they've been melted. They were fucking melted.
Alright, so who's left? Someone farther back in the alley?
Yeah, somebody's on me and somebody's on Blackstar.
These two kind of came out from the sides of the alley to ambush you, and they're waving their melee weapons. They've got these giant maces that they're swinging at Blackstar and Pythona, so they're occupied with them. I would almost say the one that went after Pythona saw that acid shit and was like, what?
Yeah. I want to make my way over there and reach out and touch them with my rapier.
Okay. Which one? One in front of Blackstar or Pythona? Give it to me.
Let's go with Python.
Now
I'm
you
a
can sing Reach
gentleman
Out.
after
Touch
all.
Me.
I'm a gentleman after all.
The reclusive dead gentleman.
Dirty 20.
Well, that's definitely going to hit.
6 damage.
Well, how's this look? Because this guy was kind of turning away. He was repulsed by what Pythona just did and startled.
I'm gonna just stab him directly through the neck like a kebab.
Oh, yeah. Slowly remove
Instantly
the blade. Falls to
Yeah.
the ground. that leaves us one last thug. This one's right in front of you, Black Star, so he's going to go ahead and take a swing at you. That's going to be 13 to hit.
No.
We'll go ahead and it is now your turn, Black Star.
I will. I'm gonna attempt to jump over him and make an attack as I'm passing over his head. Like I'm putting my hand on his shoulder and like leaping over him, and I'm gonna twist. And as I come down behind him, I'm bringing his neck down to the ground with my this little wire I have in my hands, like a choke move.
Yeah, choke him
I'm gonna make an acrobatics check, or
yeah, I was gonna say let's do an acrobatics check for this one.
okay. That's gonna be a 15.
All right, I'm gonna say this succeeds.
So I just kind of pull this little wire out between two hands, put it up to his neck, and twist. But as I'm doing that, I'm leaping up over him, so that when I come back, I do a flip over him, and when I come down with my feet behind him, I'm like bringing him over my shoulder and slamming him onto the ground with his neck being choked.
Yeah, the rope goes right into his throat, and blood starts to kind of slowly come out, and he dies.
All right.
And at that point, you hear a loud creak from shutters from the second-story window and a slow clap. My apologies for the deception. And you see in the window here, I will get you a picture, a very pretty redhead looks out, and she shimmies down the side of the building. You've done well, Black Star. I hired this gentleman to bring you here, and I had to see the quality of person that he brought, and you all seemed quite capable. You, with the acid splash, that was quite spectacular. Who are you?
Ah, and you make the mistake of comparing me to yourself, just like this one did. We are of no comparison. To us you are meat. But I will deign to give you my name. I am Pythona. And she's sort of this, she's this very human kind of looking woman. She's got leather pants and like tall leather boots. And but she's otherwise cloaked. But you can see she's got a bald head except for a long top knot ponytail. And yeah, that's kind of all she has to say right now.
All right. And you, with the rapier, that was good quick work you did of that ruffian. And don't worry about these ruffians. I hired them from there's a tiefling gang lord, would-be gang lord here in Neverwinter. They're riffraff that needs to be disposed of, so you did the city a service. But you, with the rapier, what is your name?
My name is Iru the Recluse. Unfortunately, the last name is a bit ironic, but it was no trouble at all. He's just in very typical drow armor. It's kind of spider-like, black with sort of silver accents. Very plain face. Because that way he blends in well, because he is a bounty hunter by trade. So having an unremarkable face is how he goes about
yes.
unnoticed.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
Only when you have to squabble about whether they're dead or alive.
You can take inspiration, Chad. Well, my name is Helena, and Blackstar has been accompanying me on some quests as a companion. My benefactors got word earlier this morning that a missive reached out to us. The author of this missive, Balkar, claims to be the Majordomo acting on behalf of Count Stradovan's son, Otheanus. Otheanus wishes to meet with us to work together to create a peace between the small folk and the Sword Coast and Giant Kind. Otheanus and Count Stradovan, they are cloud giants. The missive asked for us to send representatives to approach Otheanus' flying cloud castle in secret, for only he and his Majordomo have friendly intentions. All other giants and their servants are bent on war, as you can see from all that's been happening around us.
Yes. So you mean for us to go and make counsel with cloud giants?
Partially. I do want you to make counsel, but I also want you to investigate. This could very well be a trap set by Balkar, the Majordomo, or Othianus, the lord of the castle, or even his father, Count Stratovan. You must investigate the Cloud Castle before you have the meeting with them, so we know what they really truly want. Is it peace, or is it not? But of a more important matter, my providers that I work for have tasked me with searching for something called the Nightstone. Black Star can attest he was at the city of Nightstone when cloud giants destroyed the city, killing many, many folk, and removed the altar, which was a giant stone in the middle of the city, hence the name of the city. I have been tasked with
Yes.
finding this Nightstone, and Black Star has helped me. So, while you're in the castle, I would also want you to investigate any leads that could help me collect that artifact. And if worse comes to worse, I think a partnership with Althianus and his father could help us locate the item.
Safer
Imagine-
roads and less conflict in the Sword Coast would benefit our masters. Our meat supply has been somewhat restricted due to the wars.
This is quite a colorful group you've acquired, Blackstar. Fascinating. Good work. Yes,
Yes.
I believe Count Stratovan answers to Countess Sansuri. She is leader of the Cloud Giants, and she has been collecting powerful artifacts, so I think this is the best lead I've had in quite some time.
Yes, this is the best lead we've had since the decimation of Nightstone.
And so they will be expecting us.
Well, only the Count's son, Othianus, and the Majordomo know that you would be going. All others are to be hopefully slid past, if you know what I mean. But they will not
And
be expecting you there.
If we are discovered, who are we to say we represent?
Ah, that is why you have been hired. Because we will have to disavow any knowledge of you being part of this. But I have faith that you will not fail. And if you succeed, my benefactors would happily open arms to you, and you could find yourself with quite a powerful partnership here on the Sword Coast.
And plenty of coin, I hope.
And much, much coin and weapons. Blackstar can attest to this. He was
That
lost.
I can.
How are we to get in?
Well, I have hired with my resources some mages to scry the Cloud Castle, and they've kind of made up some blueprints to it, and I can tell you that the Central Cloud Island holds the Tower of Judgment. That's where Othianus waits and is said to be well guarded. The walkways surrounding it offer no access from the air. However, two adjacent cloud islands offer easier approaches. My suggestion is that you would attempt what people in my club call a half drop. That's a high altitude, low feather fall. You would descend into the garden under cover of night, and you would enter the tower from there.
So we are to be
Providing transport
birds.
by air?
Yes, I have a dirigible. I will fly you there myself.
The
Very
sky
well.
balloon?
Yes,
Oh, I've heard many a tale of the sky balloons. I did not think I would live to see one myself.
you will live to ride one, and hopefully ride back out with your mission accomplished.
Most agreeable.
Do you have any questions, Pythona?
What kind of resistance can we expect to encounter? How well fortified is this castle?
It would be lots of cloud giants, but the good news is many of the cloud giants have been pulled away to Countess Sansuri in her search for artifacts, so it won't be as heavily guarded as it normally is. I just don't want you to take chances thinking that these cloud giants are in line with you. I wouldn't even trust the people who make communications with us, Belcar, the Majordomo, or the Count's son, Orpheanus. Be suspicious
And how are we
of
to get
everything.
out?
I will fly you back out once you have completed your mission. If you've completed your mission, then we will have made pact with the Count's son. If you feel that he is not a worthy companion, then you will escape to the side of the cloud, and I will pick you up there.
So we are to go into this city and try to find evidence of malcontent,
Correct.
and then make contact with our 2 contacts, and then extract ourselves from the building.
If you're successful, they will help extract you. If they are trustworthy. If they are not, I suspect you might even own a cloud castle when you're done.
If they are not, do you want us to dispatch them?
I'll leave that to you in the situation. But I would prefer to know where the whereabouts of the Nightstone is. That's one of my major concerns. But peace in the Sword Coast would be welcome too. Iru, do you have any questions?
Very boyishly scratching my chin, trying to think of something.
Well, we have a long...
If we find... Sorry. But if I find something while we're essentially casing the castle of not too noticeable importance, could that simply just be a perk of the mission to take?
Of course. Spoils of war. Blackstar did not gather you all for your piety.
Or your brawn.
Yes, I noticed you were supposed to bring us a brute.
Unfortunately, he came down with a very bad sickness.
As most brutes do.
What was that?
Something along the lines, but not particularly COVID-19.
Well, before we go to the dirigible, I have one more thing for you. And she reaches into her side pouch, and she pulls out a skull. It's a green skull, and it has 2 glass gem eyes. This is Tolok. He will be my eyes and ears, monitoring your progress and assessing your performance. If you do well, you can win fame and power and become part of my organization. And if you fail, well, you don't want to fail. And you see the jeweled eyes of the skull lighten up, and he starts to talk. Oh my, I'm gonna go with these guys? Oh, you might as well just toss me in a ditch and be done with me.
I like this skull immensely.
Oh,
That's very insulting.
how does it? I use my mouth, dummy. Which one are you gonna carry me? I'm not gonna fly the whole time.
Oh, please let me hold him.
All right, but watch your fingers, young man. I'm
No
priceless.
promises. No promises.
So Ira takes the smart Aleck skull in hand, and you can use him for information while you're on the mission.
Okay. Yes. All
You
right.
guys want any more information from her about where you're headed or anything?
I can't think of anything to ask her.
She basically would tell you that you guys are getting in the dirigible. You're gonna fly out. It's a giant. It's not that giant. It's modern. I mean, modest. It's a little boat with like a balloon on it. And she would tell you that you're going to land in the Tower of Hospitality. That area features barracks for the guards that are normally stationed on the Cloud Castle, but they're very thin right now. There's also dining halls and kitchens, a spa, gardens, and the Majordomo Balakar's quarters. So,
And this is all for giants. So these can be like huge things.
yes, you guys got to imagine all the furniture Jack and the Beanstalk style. Like, if you want to get on a chair, you're going to have to do a dexterity check. If you want to climb up on a table, we're going to have to do all that stuff, okay? If you go upstairs, the stairs are like 3 feet. Each stair is 3 feet tall at least.
I
Okay.
really should have bought some stuff from the shop.
All right. So you guys find yourself in the balloon. She steers the small dirigible up from the Neverwinter docks. You rise quickly into the sky. As you enter the clouds above Neverwinter, your craft is shrouded in darkness for what feels like an eternity. When Helena finally steers the craft out of the clouds, you are looking down upon a massive cloud castle spread across 3 cloud islands. The sun shines brightly here, reflecting off the pristine white clouds. Helena points her finger towards the farthest island as she brings you in close to one of the nearer sets of towers. That's the Tower of Judgment. Watch out for the observatory there. You'll be easy to spot if you don't time your landing just right. Now here's the fun part. Jump out and don't let go of each other. One of you must break this rune just before you hit the ground. Hide in the gardens and then get your job done and don't get caught. And who wants to take the Featherfall rune?
I will take the Featherfall rune.
So she hands the Featherfall rune to you, Blackstar. Now, you guys gotta have to hold hands when he cracks it open, or one of you will go splat.
I eagerly try and grab Pythona's hand.
I just let him take it nonchalantly, like it's not anything. I don't give a crap.
So, you guys all 3 grab hands and jump off the side. You walk me through it, or you can talk, whatever you want to do. You can have a pep talk before you jump off the side of a goddamn balloon and Halo jump into a castle. D&D, motherfucker!
Looking at this castle, so we want to observe. There's the observatory, which is the glass dome thing.
Yes.
We want to try to get away from that, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to time your.
We're going to try and get on top of this, so the top tower, right?
It's no, not the top tower. You're gonna land towards the Tower Hospitality. This is not quite a perfect replica of the tower. It's just a cool picture I found.
Very nice.
I'll land you where you need to go, and you'll make the rolls. That's what it'll come down to.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over to Darkstar. You think if I spit that it would be there before we did, right? Is how we jump?
No, for all objects have the same mass. You can throw a piece of paper balled up and jump off the ship at the same time, and you will both hit the ground at the same time.
Even with all this wind?
Wind
Feel
might
like
play a factor.
I feel like wind would keep paper up.
With my luck, the spit will fly back into your face, and I'll be the one who goes splat. So, you boys gonna stand around, or are we gonna have some adventure?
Take my hands, and we shall jump over the side.
You have washed them, haven't you? Recently?
Of course, I am from the Shadarkai.
Very well. I'm gonna hesitantly, just try and grab his hand.
Okay.
Unpleasant.
You got one hand on Pythona, one hand on Blackstar. That means you're in the middle. You got the skull in your packet, and you guys jump off the side of the...
We jump.
Yes.
And I spit.
Alright, I'm going to need a DC, Dexterity, or Acrobatics check, please, for the whole group.
As we're falling, I look over to Iru and I say, I didn't wash my hands.
You bastard!
21.
29.
Okay. You guys are just able to maneuver as you're flying. You can see there is not only is there a telescope, but there's a chimera flying around, and you're able to just elude its view. And you're coming closer. Now you're speeding closely towards your landing point. So I'm going to have the character holding the rune make an intelligence arcane roll, please.
Oh,
yes. As you crack it open.
Good. Arcana, my favorite thing. That's going to be a 15.
Oh boy. I got to make a roll now. I need to roll 10 D10s plus 8. What are you doing? It's a spell, dumbass. You don't get your tunics in a twist. The DM's just fucking with you boys. You're fine. You made it fine into the grass. You're hidden now. So you guys find yourself in the foliage of the garden outside.
We must proceed on the air of caution from this point on.
Lead on, O unwashed one.
So as you guys gather yourselves together, Tulloch, the skull's like, I'm just going to remind you a few things, okay? So please listen, give me a moment. We're here to seek out information to determine whether they're telling the truth. This Majordomo or this Otheanus, but they're all cloud giants, so I don't trust any of them. Avoiding notice is important, okay? These giants they're gonna expect us to be hostile, and I personally would like to live to find the rest of my body, thank you.
Won't that be a joyous occasion when you do?
I'll do a jig, I'll dance around. Lothlander on a pogo stick, it'll be the greatest day ever.
I can hardly wait to be a witness to it.
Once you figure out Othean's intent, then we'll go to the main chamber and we'll confront him. He's in the huge tower on the farthest island. And if he's not a friend, well, cut, snip, snip. So,
Circumcision?
Oh, tell me about it.
What the skull is insinuating is that we might have to dispatch him.
I know.
After all, light becomes darkness, and life becomes death. And when the Raven Queen calls, we all pay our debt.
Oh, buddy boy, trust me, I know all about death.
He likes to go on and on with all these riddles and shit. Just ignore him like I do. It's fine. Towering trees. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I knew it was a good idea to hold you.
Towering trees and dense foliage cover the huge outdoor garden, which is cut through with trails and walking paths, where the garden is open to the sky. Broad landings jut out into the empty air, set with huge ropes and cleats where airships visiting the cloud castle dock. A wall rises up from the other end of the garden, made of glass supported by thin cloud-stuffed columns. The center section there is a gate, also composed of cloud stuff. You guys look down at this, and this cloud stuff is what you're walking on, and it has a little bit of give. It's like being in one of those jumpy rooms.
Mm-hmm.
But in some places, it's hard as rock, so it has different consistencies. And you imagine, or you probably have heard tale, if you were to walk out farther in this cloud, the denseness goes away, and you could possibly fall through the clouds. So you find yourself in the garden. What do you do?
First, we must scour the area and make sure that we don't see any sleeping giants or any centurions.
We should be stealthy and get inside as quickly as we may.
We will have to use the foliage to our advantage.
Agreed.
Already on it.
All right, so give me a DC intelligence check or nature check. Blackstar, you can make it with advantage. A 12 from Pythona.
Damn.
11 from Iru. You guys
I
don't
just
like
rolled
looking
bad.
around, do you? You don't like that. You just kind of want to smash and grab, huh? Blackstar's got a 16. So, 16 was the check number. Perfect right there. You see over in the corner, it looked like plants, but the plants are moving, and you've been around enough to kind of get the idea that you see a shambling mound. So you can circumvent it if you were to go through the gate.
Okay.
But it's moving around over there, and it has not caught your presence in the garden yet.
I will warn my companions. The vegetation over in the corner of the yard is moving about and is possibly a dangerous creature. We will need to try and head up the middle and go through that gate instead. Shall we stealthily move up through the middle then? Is there enough brush to help us hide?
Yes. You
Okay.
can easily, by catching wind of the shambling mound, you guys can easily avoid it.
I want to try and stealthily move up to
the gate?
To the gate, yep. Take another look around.
Yeah, I'll follow behind him, and if it comes down to it, I might be able to distract it with a simple illusion.
That would be a good idea. Well, do you need anything from us, DM?
Yes, you get to the gate. It's a solid cloud-stuffed gate. It's locked. If anybody has any kind of thieving tools, they can attempt to unlock it.
It's me. I got double proficiency in it.
Okay. If you want to
I can open this jar of pickles for us.
You notice the bars are wide enough that a small creature could slip through it if they wanted to. Maybe a medium creature.
It's 13.
Okay. So you're able to pick the lock. So that's great.
Click.
Yes. So you're able to open the gate and you make your way into the second section. You're now you find yourself in an indoor garden where there's a glass ceiling. A stone path connects the outdoor garden to 2 doors leading further into the castle. There's planters, stunning garden beds, flowered pots, and sparkling fountains fill the rest of this huge chamber.
I would like to observe the room from where I'm at.
Yeah, is there anybody else here with us? that we can see?
Investigate.
Yeah,
Make sure.
Go ahead and do a perception check.
Perception check.
That's 18.
No, I'm not even gonna bother. It's 4.
Oh, that's great. This is really Black Star is bringing this shit because you reach down to the ground and you notice there's a deviation in the path where the giants always step off as they pass. Pythona, go ahead and you give me a check too, just for the hell of it.
Oh, I did. It's 4.
Oh well, yeah. Do you have a check?
Yeah.
Oh, you got 14. So IR, while he's looking at this, he's down on the ground looking at it. You can see there's some black puddings off to the side. But because you know where the giants walk, the giants know where these black puddings are, and they're set up as a trap. So you were able to uncover this. If you want to follow the footsteps of the giants, you can easily circumvent these black puddings. There's 2 of them.
Yes. Definitely
we-
gonna avoid that.
Circumvent those black boogers.
That's probably what your hands are gonna look like if you don't wash them.
Would you like me to finger paint on your face a little more?
Is
I'd rather you didn't.
this going to end with somebody putting their finger in my nose? You guys are
Undoubtedly.
really loud for people trying to hide. Maybe I can ride with the snake lady. She's real quiet. Sometimes she even sounds muted.
Hey, all of a sudden you guys hear my voice. Would you prefer for me to contact you like this from now on? And you can hear me in your head, but I'm not speaking.
You should have been doing this the whole time.
Can they speak back to you through their head, or how's it work?
They can speak back to me through a whisper, and I will hear it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Would that apply to our friendly skullhead?
Well, you can make that call.
Oh, I mean, he probably was a lynch. I say, what the hell? Let's do it.
I'm using the message cantrip.
Get out of my body head. Ah, that's nasty. You're supposed to ask a man before you do that.
All right.
You guys stealthily make your way to one of those those doors. You enter into a giant hall. There are 8 doors in the hall. So I'm going to say you guys are somewhere between 1 and 2, okay?
Very good.
You're in the hall there. There are 8 doors. You're free to explore them anywhere. They're on all sides of the wall. The hall is long and quiet. There's no guards about. You guys kind of tell me what you want to do.
We should be on the lookout for some sort of journal or some kind of battle plan.
Straight ahead, the ones to go into that big room with 1, 2, and 3 above it, those are giant double doors, so they kind of stand out a little bit more.
To the left and right of us will be 2 towers, it looks like.
There are 2 larger rooms. Yeah, that's why I got the 1 and 2 in them. They're larger rooms than the other ones.
I want to creep up and put my ear to the door of the 1 and 2 room on the left.
All right, so yes.
Just creep up and just see if I can listen.
The first thing you notice is it's carved out of very fine wood. And you put your ear up to it, and you hear nothing. It seems to be empty.
Is there a space under the door?
Yeah, it's a giant door, right? Can we peek under
Yes, absolutely. Yes, please.
I have a mirror. Can I use my mirror to look under the door to see if I see anyone walking around in there, or maybe sleeping? Or
Ira was there first. How would you like to proceed, Ira? You want to
Iru.
wave him over, or
Iru?
I'm sorry, Iru.
Yeah, since I'm a little underprepared, I'm gonna look over, just kind of roll up my nose and just disgust and wave him over.
While you're doing this, skulls. Hey, Pythona, can you turn into a snake or something and slide under there? Don't you got that kind of power?
I have a snake that can slide under there, and sort of from underneath her skirts, this little snake kind of crawls down her leg.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Shit. So the snake crawls out and it's got wings, right?
Yeah, it's a flying snake. It's
Black
kinda,
Star, you do a double take.
That is quite grotesque.
takes off and hovers around her head, and then it kind of curls itself around her neck and like looks at you guys.
Now, Black Star
But
might
also-
find it grotesque, but he also finds it very familiar.
But also very graceful and also kind of ironic at the same time.
Why Lolith? What a woman.
So, I'm sorry. So, we're going to send the snake under the door or use the mirror? You guys tell me. That's fine.
I will allow the snake to go. It's much more interesting.
I'd rather you take a peek with the mirror. She's much more valuable.
I will do as you wish.
And I will peek under with the mirror.
You could tell that it is a very finely furnished quarters. Giant bed. You kind of make out a dresser and tables and chairs. It's a bedroom. It's a large bedroom.
Okay, very
A
good.
noble's bedroom, I would say. But it is empty. There is nothing, no one inside there.
Lord
This
Fancy Hats, no doubt.
Doesn't seem to be anyone in there. This is a room of a great interest to us.
Well,
It could possibly be a personal quarters where we might find documents or diaries.
Then it sounds like we should search inside.
DM, can we easily get in without opening the door, like by going under it, or
No,
or
it's
how
not.
big?
I'm not going to say you could slide under it unless somebody
It's not
turns
that
into a
big, right?
snake or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Now, unless you got a power that turns you, but the door, by just kind of, Eru would check it. It is locked. It's going to need thieves' tools.
I'll stand on someone's head.
Someone
And that's a good
boost me
point.
up
All
there.
these doors are about 10. Yeah, these doors. Let's from now on, all these doors are 10 foot high. Okay.
All right.
I mean, the keyhole is 10 foot high.
Yeah.
All right.
If someone could give me a boost up there, I can use my thieves' tools to try and get into the door.
And she kind of pats Eero on the back.
That's you.
if anyone else but you, darling, had asked, I'd say no.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't step on my head. All right.
You're all right. I've got you in my back. I'll do that holding your hands together thing
Right.
to like make a little step up for you.
I put my
My
muddy
back
boots
gets
on your
over.
shoulders.
Yep. I'm looking away so I don't have to smell your nasty loins.
You know, somebody
Okay.
named Recluse, you seem to be a germaphobe.
I told you the name was ironic.
Yeah, I haven't told you where I've been for the last thousands of years. Oh, my.
My thieves' tools is going to be a roll of 22.
Oh, shit. You crack that lock, pop it right open, and you hop back down to the ground stealthily with your soft boots. The door can open up. You
All right.
push the door open. This tower is expertly decorated with luxurious furnishings of all giant sized. A massive four-poster bed, side tables, and the frame and feet of a huge freestanding mirror are beautifully carved from gnarled wood. The room is immaculately maintained, with curios and personal items placed very precisely. Several paintings add color to the room. One depicts a cloud giant wearing a crown as he squeezes the life out of an elf.
I don't
Okay.
like this guy.
Another picture depicts cloud castles flying over a large city. And there's even one painting that is literally a painting of this very room. The size of the room is relative to the other towers, suggests it when you from outside that it has a second story. However, you see no stairs, and the ceiling has no opening. How do you proceed?
Well, the painting of them strangling elves is kind of racist and also kind of a clue that they don't like us very much. Put that one in the journal.
You got that green bone?
You
They're
can't.
racist.
Who can say they had never wanted to choke out an elf? I mean, we all have. We can say it. We're friends now, right?
Hmm.
Only way I can choke them out is by flying down their throat.
No,
Hmm.
no, that's not how it works. Anyway,
Back in
I
my
will-
day.
DM, do I see a desk or anything like that that might have a? It's all up high, so I imagine they need to get up to a high point.
Yes, there would be clothing cabinets and things of that nature. It's a bedroom.
I'm looking for a countertop. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try and go over to like maybe a dresser of some kind so that I can get up high. Imagine I have to
Just
climb.
do me a little dex check, like you climb up a chair to like a desk.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out my climber's kit and attach
okay.
that stuff to my feet so that I can do that.
All right. What are you
Goodness
doing?
gracious.
What are you doing, Iru?
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna see him like going towards the desk and all that. And I'm just gonna shake my head. Amateur.
Shake my head too. I can't shake it. You shake it for me.
You want me to just
Yeah,
add
we
my
both-
dex mod to my roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's 23.
All right. Yeah, you guys
I
kind of
rolled a
climb up
19.
climb up to the counter of the dresser. I just want to make sure everybody could participate, Pythona. I don't want everybody, I want everybody kind of exploring the room if they'd like.
No, you're good. I'm just fumbling around. It's all good, man.
Well, as I'm up, when I get to the top, now I want to take a look around surface areas and try and look for anything that might be paper goods, documents, books, anything like that.
Yeah, you're looking through it. You're flipping through books and stuff. It's going to take some time. So what are you doing, Iru?
Checkbooks.
He's
that
looking.
kind of stuff.
He's finding any kind of books he can go through, any kind of clothing in the drawers and stuff. What are you doing?
Ledgers.
I'm gonna pull out Greenbone, and that's all I'm gonna refer to him as. And we're gonna like shake our head together at Black Star. If anyone's gonna hide a journal, it's not gonna be in the obvious place.
Well said.
I'm gonna head towards the bed, because that is where people always hide their diaries.
You're taking me
I
to
don't
bed?
have-
You should at least bought me some flowers.
Well, we were in a greenhouse. Does that count?
You should have stole me some flowers.
I'll get you some on the way out, dear. Don't worry. So, I don't have a climbing kit, but I do have 2 daggers.
You're gonna cut your way up. I mean, you could climb
I'm
up
just
there
gonna-
by hand. It's like a cushy bed.
Just half
Okay.
speed, that's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up the bed.
All right, you kind of climb up there. It's just a very pristine bed. It's got big pillows and it's well maintained.
I'm gonna look under the pillows.
It's just a normal bed.
Let's see. Is there any way I could get... What kind of mattress? What kind of bedding is this? Is this a mattress?
Yeah, it's a very fine mattress. Probably a lot of feathers and things in it. Cloud giants like the finer things in life. They don't spare any expense. They think they're as good as Storm King giants.
So it's rather thick bedding.
It's I don't have pants, but they're fancy pants.
Well, if it's made out of... It's most likely made out of goose down, so it's going to be too heavy to lift. Well, there's only one thing for it. I'm going to pull out my rapier and start stabbing the bed to try and find something purchase. Just trying to find something underneath it that's hard.
Okay,
Trying to find the
you're
diary.
you're stabbing away at the bed.
With my little rapier. So
These
it's
are
not
real professionals here, huh? Turn the house
Luckily-
over.
Luckily, your sword is only merely the size of a needle.
This is the kind of stuff that's going to get my group defunded,
They'll never know.
So, meanwhile, Python is whispering to her winged serpent, and she's like,
Flick me twice in the ear if you find anything interesting.
so it kind of just takes off and hovers around, and it's looking for paperwork or something like that.
Okay. Well, I could say you guys could search for 10, 15 minutes. You're not finding any kind of paperwork. There's nothing in the room that
I look around, and they say the room is like immaculately organized, right? Everything's in its right
Yeah.
place, I would like to investigate the room to see if anything looks like it's out of place for someone so OCD-ishly organized their room.
All right, give me a perception check.
Would that not be investigation?
No, I want a perception check. Well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You're right. Give me the investigation check.
I don't mean to.
Actually, I was looking at my notes and I put my finger in the wrong place. But yeah, the investigation check is on here, so that's good.
Yeah, it's 20, dirty 20.
Let me tell you something about DMing. Sometimes I highlight shit, and then sometimes I should have highlighted shit. All right, so
You were like, "Hey, be good at investigation." I'm like, "All right."
You're walking around the floor, and you notice there's scraping on the floor where the mirror is, as if it has been shifted multiple times.
I use message to say to Pythona on the ground, there appears to be something strange about the mirror there. Can you see the markings?
I'll kind of like walk over there and just be like, kind of bend down towards him.
Yes, this is worth further investigation. Good looking out.
I'll get my grappling hook out and kind of rappel down off this thing and come over to where the mirror is.
Can you give me a perception check, Chris? 14. Okay, you when you kind of look in the mirror, you notice that it is almost like the picture on the wall of the room, but not quite.
Oh, okay. Shit, I will draw a dagger from my belt and scrape at the mirror.
It scrapes the mirror.
Oh, shit.
So you just kind of slash at the mirror.
Yeah.
What are you done beating up the bed? I should have done that in voice. You beat it. You done with that sofa, King?
He's muted.
Is he?
He must be. He's passed out. It's so cushy.
He's fallen asleep.
I did it again.
Yeah.
Alas, there's nothing here. I guess I should have given these cloud giants more credit for intelligence. Yeah, I will go over to the edge near wherever they are to see what they're doing. Try and get a top view of...
So, DM, you say that the mirror on the wall is not the same mirror in the painting.
No, you're saying the image reflected of the room is different than what the room looks like, right?
Yes, if you want to, if you Python, when you look deeper at it, in the picture. Well, nobody's looked at the picture, so let's go there. Who wants to?
I can investigate the picture on the wall.
So Blackstar walks up to the picture on the wall, and it's exactly a representation of the room. But in the picture, there are stairs leading up, off to the right side of the picture. The mirror is cocked in a way that right side is not apparent in the mirror.
So I will angle the mirror to reflect that right side.
Yeah, so Python pulls the mirror along the floor where it was scraped before, and when you do it, it activates, and the mirror turns into like a magic mirror portal that you can access if you'd like to go up those stairs. It's like you walk into it and you go up the stairs.
This could be exactly what we're looking for.
I message her with my cantrip and congratulate her on her discovery. I'll zippity doo dah down there to it.
So you're leading? You're going first?
I'm coming down. I can go first if you'd like. Yes.
It's up to the group.
Well, I do have the best PP, so
you can go first.
I'll go first. Gotta be useful somehow.
All right, so that's gonna be our marching order.
You are the scout. You are the scout.
Yep, I'm gonna get down and go over there and stealthily make my way in.
Eru, then Blackstar, and then Pythona pulling up the rear. Okay.
Yes.
You guys have now accessed the second floor.
Oh yeah.
You see a huge desk in the middle of the chamber. It's spread with a number of everyday documents, supply registries, and the like. They all have Belcar's signature on them, so you're guessing that this is the Majordomo's bedroom. Her handwriting, her signature's on all the letters, so that's how you guys know. What do you want to do? So it's an office.
This is much more likely to have the things that I was looking for than the place downstairs.
You don't say. You mean she's hiding things behind an invisible mirror?
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying.
That makes a lot of sense.
Your sarcasm is not welcome.
Don't you be mean to Greenbone.
It's one demerit.
I'll make my way over and try to shuffle through these things as quickly as possible. And
Same, you're
see
going
if
to do
I
the
can't-
rope up there and climb up and all?
yes, I have my climber's kit handy, and I will climb up the desk.
Anybody
And
else
begin.
going to join him, or are you going to send...
I want to look for...
Perhaps I will message over to Pythona. Perhaps maybe your snake could be a lookout for us.
Yeah, I'll do exactly that. I'll whisper to the snake to look out for anyone coming in the other room.
All right.
She can come warn us if there's somebody enters the room we just left.
Okay. So you're climbing up the table. Python is sending the snake back through the mirror. Iru, what are you up to? It's Iru, isn't it? It's Iru.
It's Iru.
Iru. I'm going to get it right this time. Iru.
Let's see. Well, I'm presently worried about the fact that we might have tripped some kind of alarm.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I want to just investigate, the woodwork to see if there's any kind of, glyphs on it that'll let somebody know on it. That way we don't open up a drawer and search and then...
All right, why don't you give me an investigation check? You're looking around the room for any kind of glyphs or anything. Any kind of magic boards. Black Star, you're up on the desk. Go ahead and give me a perception check. There's lots of papers. You're ruffling through them very quickly.
It's going to be...
21.
It's perception, 18.
Yes, okay. So 18 on your perception. What do you got, Hebrew?
For my perception or for my investigation?
Investigation. You're doing investigation.
21.
All right. Well, it was great that you looked, but there was no any kind of traps. Most people didn't expect anyone to be able to walk through the mirror, so they felt pretty safe about having this locked away room. You, on the other hand, Black Star, you find some some vials. They're empty vials. They have traces of a clear liquid in them. The three vials.
These are probably the size of my own body, right?
They're pretty big. They're pretty big.
Okay.
Don't climb into it. Wait,
No.
Don't go climbing into it now.
It's not like I'm just trying to, because this is Jack and the Beanstalk shit. I'm trying. Everything's huge, so
Don't
it's like,
be a test tube, baby.
okay. I will try and see if I can get a smell or anything off of it that I might
All
recognize.
right, medicine check, please.
Medicine. Oh my goodness.
Don't directly sniff it. You gotta waft it.
I'm not good at medicine at all. That's a 5.
Yeah, you don't have an idea, but perhaps maybe one of the others a little bit more palatable,
There's a strange vial up here full of a clear liquid.
You didn't drink it, did you?
I've got a grappling hook also, so I'll make my way up there and do the same thing.
Okay. I say you climb up there. You want to do a medicine check, Pythona? No, 15's good, man. It was set at a 12. So you have ascertained that it is a form of poison.
Well,
Though these seem to be safely labeled, they are not for our consumption.
But I will unstopper it and drink it anyways because I'm immune to poison.
Oh, so you drink it down and it's bitter.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a crazy bitch, isn't she? Oh, I like her.
so what manner of poison is it? Can you make any identification?
Yeah, can I identify it?
Sure.
Like, what does it do?
It's a deadly poison.
Oh, I will pull some flasks from my pouch and load them up.
Yeah, because it's just residue left in the tubes, but they're so big that it could fill up one of your flasks.
Yeah, sounds good.
I was going to ask if I could get a tube of that as well.
Yeah, I'll say
Sure.
yeah. Everybody can get a tube of that once.
All right, very good.
I'm still on the ground.
Yeah, give me a perception check, Iru. Because you're kind of searching the room and stuff right now, right?
Yeah. 8.
You ain't see nothing. Not a thing.
Essentially blind. Let's see. Like, not just like investigating, like, just like what would be obvious from first look. It's just like a big desk with a chair.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Big desk with a chair. It's probably where the Majordomo does all her dealings and brokering and stuff of that nature.
Is there like a rookery, like a ravenry or anything, like message sent, like anything obvious, like a pass wall or I don't know,
Well,
anything that looks suspicious?
give me a perception check.
All right.
I was going to say I didn't find any kind of documents either. That was when I was investigating. Then all I found was the vials.
Nah, just a 7. Stinko.
Yeah, you guys don't notice anything particular. Perhaps they mail their letters. They give them directly to a courier of sorts or something to make sure that they're delivered. None of the papers you find implicate anything. All you have is the poison vials and the pictures and stuff that you saw on the wall.
A weapon as deceitful as poison is not so looked down upon in my culture. This could mean nothing. We should move along. Our time is short.
Poison is typically the weapon of assassins.
I'd say you guys have thoroughly pretty much checked this room as best as you could.
All right. I will only get down off the desk then and say we need to cover our tracks as we leave.
Yeah.
Leave no evidence.
Well, you gonna make that bed? Are you gonna fix it? Somebody got any kind of mending spells?
Well, no. But are they really gonna notice some tiny little holes in comparison to how big they are?
I could make a deception check and just try and reorganize as best as I can.
Sure.
All right. It's a 15.
You kind of toss a little crochet over some of the spots and all. It still looks a little disheveled, but
at first glance it would fool someone. Okay.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah, until they lay down and go to sleep, I guess. Maybe we shouldn't be so forceful in the future. Oh, it's probably too late now. We're probably all dead. Thanks a lot. You know what? Dying hurts. I've done it.
Can you really die again?
You wish.
I don't.
I would say you guys would remove yourselves from that second floor back to the first floor where the bed was, and then back out into the giant hall.
Can we close the mirror and everything?
Yes, you can push the mirror back, of course.
All right, very good. So we'll be back in the hall with the 1, 2, 3.
Yep. So there's 7 other doors. There's the big giant double doors to the north. There's the other large room.
Shall we go across the way here and check the other large room on the other side?
If we do, we must do it quickly.
All right, who's going
Swiftly
And be wary of
stealthily
traps.
as possible.
Who's going to touch the door? Who's
I'm
gonna check?
gonna check the door before I touch the door.
Well, as you get closer to it, you kind of feel a bit of heat radiating from it. There's faint gaps around the door frame where wisps of steam flow.
Team. We were already informed about like what this place would have, right? By
Yes, this
the
was.
redhead lady.
Yeah, she said it's
Yes.
barracks, spa, dining
Yeah,
hall.
I'm gonna look to them and be like, I'm pretty sure this is the spa, due to all the steam coming out, unless they have steam-powered things?
And perhaps it's not worth our time.
Yeah, I can't imagine a book's doing well in a spa. I picked last time, someone else can pick.
I
What
think
about you,
that
my lady.
Well, we want to gather clues, you know.
I think it's worth a look. We must leave no stone uncovered until we find what we've come for.
Then get him up
Yes.
there, Eru.
I will use my thieves tools when he boosts me up.
And you find the door's unlocked.
Oh, okay. So then
You get up there and it like,
Okay, we'll open it.
When you act like you picked the lock just to be cool, maybe.
Yeah, come down, flip, and like dust my shoulders off.
And then
But I'd like to stealthily look into the room before we go barging in.
yeah, you creep the door open. It's hot baths filled with swirling water cover the floor of this steam-filled room. Through the steam, you can just make out stairs lead into a balcony. You also see an aged cloud giant sitting in one of the pools. The water's up to his chest. He cocks an ear in your direction, and he calls out in a shaky voice.
Who goes there? Balcor, grandson? You know, ever since I went blind, I can't tell nothing. Who is it?
What do you think the cloud giant's accent sounds like?
I'm not
Because
sure.
my Blackstar has the ability to mimic the locals.
Sure. Okay, then if you can mimic his voice. The old
I'll
man
do
voice.
I want him to sound kind of like a cloud giant.
Okay, sounds good.
You're gonna have to throw
It's
that
gonna-
voice.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, my lord, just came down the wrong pathway here.
Give me a deception check.
I told you we shouldn't
Let's
go
see
in
here.
here.
That's gonna be 11.
Okay. Well, you beat his his wisdom check. He only rolled an 8.
Oh, I like good company. Oh, please, join me. It's wonderful in here.
Jesus.
Are you my grandson?
No, just a patrolman.
Haven't seen too many guards lately. Balcor sent them off to go search for relics for the Countess. Splish splash.
I am not as reliable as them, so I was left here to do more mundane tasks.
What?
He
What?
wanted me to check on you and make sure you hadn't drowned.
Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good lad. The problem is, he's just way too forgiving. He's too sweet. Sweet on those small folks. Too sweet for his own good.
He likes the small folks, does he?
Yeah, can you believe that?
He doesn't think they are inferior.
What?
He doesn't think they are inferior.
Yeah, there's room in here.
I'm gonna look over to Pythona and just like mouth crazy while like doing this, making a circle next to my ear.
I'm going to use message on this guy so that he can hear me clearly.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to know the difference.
I said, does he think that they are inferior?
No. He admires the small folk. He's telling me stories about heroes in Yatar fighting in Aboleth. He loves their adventures. Crazy boy.
DM, so this is who is the grandson again?
It's Altheus.
And then the other
Alphonsus.
one, the other person that we're investigating is named what?
Balcar, the Majordomo. So you went into the Majordomo's quarters. She works for
Right.
Othianus, and she set up the meeting you have today with Othianus.
If your grandson likes the small folk so much, what do you think Balcar thinks of the small folk?
Oh, she's a pious follower of Minor. She's always hated the small folk races of Faerun. And she knows that Othianus has long hated war and admired the heroes of the small folk.
Well, I'm going to go get my bathing suit, and maybe I'll be back in 20 minutes.
You wash my back?
I will.
Ooh.
Watch my baby.
That was very.
uncomfortable. Did you see his old man balls floating on top of the water?
Oh, lucky he didn't crush you and crush the rest of us. It was a foolish thing to do, and yet it seemed to have worked.
Yes, now we kind of know the intent of the two. You will find that I am good at deception.
Do you think we should find evidence to bring back?
I think we should.
Will they take our word for it?
What do you
The
think,
hear-
Rainbow?
The hearsay of an old man might not be good enough evidence for them. We might want to press forward and see if we can find anything else.
And lead the way.
I think we should go and check out that other door outside the bedroom there.
Then lead the way.
I'm going to lead the way. Stealthily walking as slow as I can, you know how someone walks when they're trying not to be seen.
Yeah.
Crouched over, hands forward, ominously.
Like rats against the wall.
You also
Yeah.
will find this door unlocked, so.
Okay. It was kind of, before I go barging into any rooms, I hold that mirror out to see if there's anyone in the hall.
All right, you look in there. It's a giant kitchen, but all the furnishings are of human height or smaller, and you see goblins sleeping in there.
Oh, God.
And they're dressed as chefs and cooks.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of sleeping.
Okay.
What do you
I'm going to
see?
slowly close the door again without making any sound, trying to.
Oh, I thought you had your mirror underneath it. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if I had said I'd opened it already.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Either
I'm
way,
gonna say-
they have not noticed you.
The room is full of sleeping goblins. Looks like they are chefs or cooks and maids. They will
Doesn't
surely
sound
awaken.
pertinent to our mission.
They will surely awaken and threaten us and probably throw our mission if we go in there.
Or
Agreed.
feed us. I could eat. I'm starved.
I would feed you to them first.
You'll
That's
do
one
such-
demerit.
I will. We should backtrack and go to the other door and see what's beyond it. We're gonna go to that other door there, with, and kind of peek through that crack if we can.
Okay. Well, that one's more of a dining hall. Just looking underneath it. I'm just automatically going with your mirror. It's a great thing. There's a giant, enormous table in there. It seems to be empty. There's a fireplace at the end of one of the halls. And there's some weapons and shields and stuff on display. It's a great room. It's a dining hall.
Seems to be a dining hall. I'm not sure if we will find any clues in there.
Is it where we are to meet our contact?
No, you guys would be meeting the contact in the center tower, which is the Tower of Judgment. You're just looking for clues and stuff before you get to the meeting in the Tower of Hospitality.
No, this is not it. I think that we should probably abandon this tower.
Gesture to Black Star with his little mirror, little compact.
Look through it.
Okay.
Do I see anything in there?
It's a make sure here.
Towels.
Old man balls.
It's a passageway. It's a walkway connecting this area to the other cloud islands. You can kind of see a doorway that it's a junction. There's some clothing of sorts hanging on the wall and stuff. It's like what do they call it? Like a mud room.
I was just about to ask that.
So you guys go along the long walkway, and you find yourself in a very small section. Like I said, you're at the top leftmost little circle on this centrical Tower of Judgment. And first thing you notice is there's a very foul stench coming from this small tower, and you see animal bones littering the cracked and weathered floor.
Would I recognize this foul stench as being rot?
Yes, it smells of death. You guys don't even need to do a check for that. It smells of death.
What kinds of animals?
There's like giant ravens, cows, goats.
Just random wanton destruction.
Yeah, it looks like they've been feasted on.
just.
I will
throw it
inspect
out.
to get one of the raven carcasses.
Is anyone with a passive perception of 15? So, Iru, you notice that this. It doesn't surprise you that this is the lair of a dragon. Spit it out, boy.
Well, so bad news and bad news. First bad news is I've seen this before. The worst news, I'm pretty sure we're walking into a dragon's lair.
What do you mean? They keep a dragon as some sort of pet?
They're giants, probably.
It is known that the dragons do not get along with the giants, I thought. That would be very strange for them to have one. It could possibly be imprisoned.
Yes, perhaps they've kept it as a child, but perhaps we could bargain with it if we needed to.
I was going to say, Pythona, you said that you were kind of looking at the bones. If you want to give me an intelligence nature check about the bones, that'd be great.
All right.
You guys keep talking while you rolls. I apologize.
No, this is shit, man. I'm it's 4.
She just stares at the bones.
Yeah.
Yep, them's bones.
I can use
is
the help
dangerous.
action. Oh, no, wait, that's for combat, really. I wanted to investigate that raven skeleton, though.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to
Nature check,
see if
nature
it may be larger than a regular raven, or...
Oh, yeah. It's like the kind
10.
of shit that you might see at, like, I don't know, Raven Rock or something.
10.
You don't necessarily notice anything out of place, but you do believe some of the bones, they look like they've been subjected to extreme cold.
I'll just kind of like almost not longingly, but what's the word I'm
Tenderly.
looking for? Tenderly caress like the beak of the skull.
Oh, yes. You're a follower of the Raven Queen. I apologize.
Friend of yours?
No, but a representative of one.
My condolences.
What's a girl got to do to get rubbed like that?
Be a goddess of the shadow realm.
Well, you don't know.
We must proceed with caution,
Why?
because if we come upon the dragon, I don't want to be consumed by it.
What did you find?
Found evidence of a dragon lair greenbone. I'm gonna like pull him out of my bag so he can see.
Yeah. Looks like a dragon's lair. Awesome. Well, there's no dragon here, so we're fine.
So we're in this tower here. What part of the tower are we at? You said we're at the very top?
You said we're
you're
in the
not.
top left little circle.
Yes,
like
thank
it's
you.
kind of like in the northwest between
Okay.
the two bigger circles.
Yes, so
Okay.
And the path directly ahead of us leading into the giant tower is like littered with bones, right?
the path
Okay.
leading into the giant tower, you can't see into the giant central tower yet.
Right, but the path the way ahead, like it's like broken up and littered with carcasses, right?
Nah, more this little tiny room is littered. Like this, almost like a little den.
Oh, okay.
And I call it a dragon's lair. I apologize. It seems more of a tiny. You guys had suggested like a cell of sorts. It's a very small room for a dragon. Not, you
A
you
worm?
could gauge.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you
And
can
it's not
gauge. It's
here.
not like you're not looking at no adult dragon or
Yeah,
fucking-
I'm like picturing a
if
whole
it's-
different
yeah.
thing in my head. I'm like, oh crap.
It's a very
It
small
may have
room,
been, it may have been kept here,
but it's
whether
it's
against
not
its
there.
will or perhaps
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll move on through. Yeah. Sorry.
with
Yes. So you could
evidence
walk
of
to the
cold
center.
damage to these creatures. That could be a white wormling.
Wormling's a lot easier to handle than an adult, so I think we should press on.
Now you
If
could
there
go.
was an adult, I think it would be hard pressed to fit in this tiny cell.
You guys are
Go
more
ahead.
than welcome to go to the main cylindrical. Turok would say, that's probably where the meeting is going to take place, in a large dome in the center. So we can either go there if we feel we have enough, or we can explore these other rooms. It's up to you.
Still would like to explore one of
say
the
you
rooms at
wanted-
least.
Physical evidence, Blackstar. We could not take the hearsay.
Yes, I would like to explore another room before we go into the meeting.
Which way?
North or south, basically, along that circle.
Let the fate of the Raven Queen decide. Heads we go north, tails we go south.
You're not going to flip me, are you?
No.
I might, if you want me to.
So I got south, tails.
All right. So you guys go to the door. It's
Press
an
my-
arch. It's an open arched doorway. I'm sorry, it's an open arched doorway leading into the tower. So it's an opening, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A massive telescope fills the inside of this domed tower, resting upon a mechanical stand covered in clockwork gears. Huge rectangular windows currently stand open, allowing the telescope to look outward.
Cool. I want to approach the telescope and peer into it.
So you're just gonna walk blatantly in there, or are you sneaking or anything?
I'll sneak in there.
Okay, give me a...
I mean, is there anybody in there?
Not that you saw.
Okay.
Give me a stealth check.
All right. 11.
Okay, well, you walk in there, and as you get closer to the telescope, you find a body sprawled out underneath the telescope.
Sprawled out how?
It seems lifeless,
Okay.
and it's
wanna-
a cloud giant guard.
Okay, I want to investigate that.
Give me a medicine check.
Medicine. Okay. It's a nat 20.
Oh, finally! Finally! He's rolled so good. All right, so you with a natural 20, you and having ingested the poison, you can tell that he has died from poison.
Oh, okay.
And since you did the nat 20, you can ascertain that the death occurred after your arrival in the Cloud Castle. It's fresh.
Okay.
Recent.
So I'll kind of scurry back over to Eru and Blackstar and be like,
Someone's been murdered there. And that the crime has taken place since we've been here. I believe he was poisoned with the substance we found in the Majordomo's files.
Let's
Do you
go and
suspect the
investigate.
Majordomo was complicit in this murder? Perhaps they are sabotaging the meeting even as we speak.
If the poison was directly come from her secret lair and now the murder has occurred while we were here right before the meeting, then it would be safe to assume so.
Perhaps she discovered we disturbed her lair by stabbing the bed.
Don't put this on me. This was obviously going to happen, whether I stabbed that bed or not.
That's correct. The poison had already been extracted from the bottles.
The problem is, are we walking into a trap?
It
Fine,
certainly
Green.
seems like it.
I know
what
I
do you
should have
think?
stayed in my crypt. Oh.
Is the
what do you
telescope
think?
pointed at anything in particular?
I didn't look. I'll go back.
Give
and
me
I'll
a
run.
arcane
We will
check.
come with. We will
Arcana
come
check?
with you.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
We're looking for a 20.
Oh, I got a 15.
Well, it's very complex and it's so large that you're unable to
Okay.
work
What
it.
if I were to assist him with it?
Sure.
You
Okay.
would roll again.
Yeah, still looking
Alright.
for a 20 Arcana check.
Still a 20. Yeah, not happening. That's an 8, so yeah. All
So
right.
you guys ruffle around with it. It's just it's outside
It's
y'all's
incomprehensible.
realm. Yeah.
Well, we tried.
Yeah.
But you did conclude that the telescope was looking at you, or maybe looking when you parachuted in, but something happened between the time you landed and now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Perhaps they saw us coming, then
They were killed?
we are walking into an ambush, perhaps.
I think we should meet our contact to finalize the last phase of this journey.
Let us do that.
Hold on, hold on, real quick. So it's pointing exactly where we were when we came in. That's what you surmised?
Well, they couldn't surmise too much from it.
But
If you look out the window,
They don't know
maybe.
where they're trying to look at the telescope, but they weren't able to work it. But they do know that the cloud giant was killed after you guys had landed. So did he see you? I don't know. But you guys were able to get past the chimera and the telescope when you parachuted in. I'm sorry, you halved in.
Heh. Okay.
High altitude, low feather fall.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's just. If we don't know that it was in our rough thing, then never mind. We'll just. walk into a
Sometimes
trap.
you need a really smart motherfucking wizard.
Yeah. I mean, I've got +2 Arcana, but I don't.
As do I. I rolled a 15 on it, though.
I want to try real quick.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Fuck. Okay,
So you guys told
We're
him,
not very good at telescopes.
you told him that was incomprehensible, and he's like, nah,
scope said
hold my
nope.
beer. I want to see.
Yeah.
I got to see for myself.
I gotta seen it. Yeah, I don't
Comprehend
know what the fuck's
this.
I'm pretty sure if you're able to use that telescope, you'd see how 3 of you all failed.
I couldn't imagine a drow from the Underdark being able to know anything about telescopes that look into the clouds.
You don't know my people.
Don't assume a thing about my people either.
Be quiet, you shadowy bastard.
I think we have a job to do, boys.
That's our
we can
work.
kiss later.
All right, let's go.
Greenbone's right.
So you
Except
guys, now when you come out of that, there's another small tower you can go into. If you're going south, or are you going to double back north? Your call.
I think we're going south. We flipped a coin. The
We
Raven
may as
Queen
well
says.
push ahead in case we run into anything else that might
So-
be useful.
It's another one of those small towers. It's basically empty. It's just a little lookout tower. You can look out and see into the clouds if you like. Now, this has a walkway that leads to the entrance room, or you can continue to go around the circle of the Tower of Judgment if you'd like.
Do we want to make sure that the other guards might not be killed as well?
Fair enough.
Fine.
Move south.
All right. So you walk into the next room.
Stealthily.
Stealth.
I'm a sneaky snake.
Quietly. Quiet. I'm a sneaky snake.
This chamber is fashioned from gray cloud stuff with a huge white tomb in its center. The tomb seems to pool all of the available light to its surface, which is carved to depict a female cloud giant. 2 side doors exit into walkways.
Place seems important. It may have evidence of that stone we were also to seek.
This is probably Lord Stradovan's wife and Lord Athian's mother. She died some time ago.
Greenbone, is it likely that that mystic stone is somewhere in this part of the tower?
The Nightstone is very large. I'm not sure where they would hide it.
Oh, yeah, the Nightstone. That Nightstone's as big as a giant itself, almost. It's huge. I don't think it'd be in a tomb. I know Othian loved his mother passionately.
Perhaps too passionately. Look at this. There are 2 doorways. Is this some
Passionate
sort of
love.
symbolism? I don't even know where I'm going with that.
And if we're unlikely to find the stone, then we should press on and perhaps move to the main location or to our final objective.
Yeah, if the stone's anywhere, it'd probably be in that big center room. That could
BP.
house it.
Would you like to take point?
Sure, I'll be your meat shield.
Here's the one with the big peepee.
I am, aren't I?
So we're going to go into the center tower.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to imagine did you guys double back? Or you're going to come in from the left side or the right side?
No, we'll press on. May as
Okay,
well.
so you keep continuing around the circle to the right, and you're going to
Yep.
go up and in. That would take you close to the number 1.
Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You stand upon a viewing balcony some 50 feet above the audience room below. 2 cloud giants are there, looking up at your arrival. The younger giant, seated upon a throne, must be Othianus. Dressed in serene blues, wearing a silver choker, he has a calm disposition that belies his massive size. The older giant standing beside the throne must be Balkar, the Majordomo who summoned you here. Tall and dressed in dark colors, she narrows her eyes as she looks over at you.
You did come. I knew you would.
Because
It appears you were expecting us.
I am glad you answered my Majordomo's summons.
Yes, we couldn't help ourselves. Peaceful pact is what is most beneficial for both of our worlds, is it not?
I must admit I'm surprised. Yes. Lord, if you don't mind my asking, how did you all get past our guards? We employ some of the finest and brave cloud giants.
I am of the Shadowkai, and these are my companions, and I don't know if you know anything about my race, but we can be seen or unseen as we so choose.
It appears, but still, I must ask, our giants are telescope. Things like this usually protect us, yet 3 wee, small folk found their way in.
Funny you mentioned the telescope.
Could you explain to us how it works?
Good one.
Your telescope is back in the other room there.
Yes, manned by gods. My master risks much, and if he vies for peace with your kind, how do we know that it won't result in his ruin? That you won't turn against him and leave him to face the wrath of the Count and the Countess?
You have our assurance that our intent is pure and truthful.
Well, I am happy you're here.
And I am happy to be here as well. Perhaps you would like to discuss further your ideas.
I don't know, Lord. Something about them finding their way to us unannounced worries me.
I would ask why you are so distrusting of us.
I assure you, you have nothing to fear. You wrote for us to come into a dangerous place, and here we have appeared. Is it not more than what you could have wished for?
Yes, Balak, she speaks truth.
We have also done so peacefully.
I don't know, Lord. I think perhaps these small folk have broken in here and maybe eliminated some of our guards. I smell death upon them.
The death that you smell upon us was probably from the state of ruin that we had to walk through to come to this place. There's quite many bit of carcasses lying about in the hallways out there.
It is my pet dragon, Cottonelle. She is a beautiful thing.
But
Majordomo Balaka, you know that I have a telepathic connection to the castle, being its lord. I sense nothing intrusive from them except for maybe a bed that was defiled. They've done nothing.
Wouldn't know anything about that.
So it appears. Lord Othian, I think these 3 came in here and they plan to murder you.
All right.
Before anything happens, DM, I would like to use my message cantrip on Lord Althean.
okay.
Lord Althean, you cannot see my mouth move, but I am speaking to you mentally through means of magic. We have come into your castle, and we did sneak in, and we investigated, and we have found foul play amongst your own. There is a dead guard indeed by the telescope who appears to be poisoned, and we found 2 empty vials of poison in her secret bedroom behind the mirror. The same poison that has been used to kill your guard out by the telescope. Do not be alarmed. I did not want to say this out loud in front of her, as it seems that she is out to both eliminate you and most definitely our pact.
He can respond to you, or
You can respond to me with the smallest of whispers, and I will be able to hear you while she will not.
Could this be true?
We have
Seems-
evidence, sir.
What are you doing, Lord? Why are you quiet? These ruffians are here to finish the job the small folk have begun. It is as your father, Lord Stratovan, has said.
This is all happening while you're talking to him. And he looks very bewildered and caught between two worlds. And she's
My
like,
lady, did you not request our presence? I don't understand how you would be so against us being here if you were the one who invited us.
Yes, you're right. I am tired of these games.
And she kind of does a little thing with her hand, and Blackstar, you can kind of get this. You get this from him. The choker on him has been activated, and it's choking him now. She's like,
I tire of this. You've come here and you've killed the Lord.
And she starts coming down towards y'all to attack. So he's choking, and
Okay.
she's going to attack you. So we're going to roll for initiative.
Okay, very good.
You should have just let me call her out on her bullshit.
I was waiting for somebody to call her out on bullshit.
I was about to, and then Chad was just like, no.
I got
no.
a natural 20.
But yeah, I wanted to call her out because I knew this
Oh,
was
you can.
bullshit. I knew.
You still can. You can holler at her while we're fighting.
Oh yeah, I've got some choice words.
With 24, Blackstar's going to start.
I'm going to try and scurry up his leg and get to his neck.
Okay, so you're going to pass by her and go to...
Yes, I'd
okay,
like to do that.
Sounds good, okay.
And I have a crowbar. I'm going to try and stick this thing in and pry it off his neck. I don't have very good strength, but shit. Let's try and get this guy.
Now, what are you doing?
Heals.
You're going to kind of try to...
I'm trying to pry this thing off.
So,
of him.
but how do you... If it's around his neck, it's flesh, so it's a crowbar is going against flesh. It could go into him, maybe?
The hinges.
What if I use
Like
the
the
flat
clasps.
part?
Okay, flat part, okay.
I'm also pulling this thing forward from front to back so that I'm not tightening on his windpipe, but loosening it to try and make it easier for him to
move
breathe.
front to back, get it loose. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens here. With a -1, I get a 13.
You get it in there. You realize that it's probably got some kind of magical resistance.
Okay.
It might have to be either cut-free or magic-free. The crowbar doesn't quite get in there
Right.
enough.
Okay, so I'll realize that. I am trying to save you. I will do my best. And I look over at the boys and I say, if you attack the Foundation, you will bring down the whole building. And I wink at him. That's the help action with my bonus action. I use the help action on her, on the giant, against her.
Okay.
So you'll have advantage.
Okay,
You'll have advantage on anything he does, attack-wise,
All right.
Oh good. Well,
which will grant you sneak attack
I can use my sneak attack.
because you have advantage. Yes.
Sneak attack on that hoe. Okay. I gotta roll for it. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
It
yeah.
hits.
Oh yeah. Fuck a duck. I rolled a natural 1.
With advantage.
Oh, I have advantage.
Yeah, with his mastermind skill, yeah.
Oh shit! I should have rolled the 2 smaller ones. I've got 4 different. I got 4 different d20s.
Dice
3 different
problems.
sizes.
God,
2.
yeah.
Come on, babe. Come, baby. Natural 20.
Hey, on a sneak attack. That's 2 d8s and like 8 d6s.
Oh yeah. Okay, I need more dice.
Jesus Christ. Well, that help action really worked.
Fuck yeah.
48.
48
All right.
damage. Okay, that's a pretty good start.
That's a great start.
Pretty good start.
Fuck you,
Fuck
Walker.
that
I
lion
don't
at-
need you.
Fuck you, lion ass hoe. I am a perfect diplomat.
All right, well, Bakar.
Poisoner, deceiver.
So she can make 2 attacks with her giant morning star. She's very upset that you hurt her. First attack is 18 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's going to do 21 points piercing damage.
God's buddy.
You can use your reaction to take half of that.
Oh, thank you.
But only once. If she hits you again, that'll be it.
Yeah,
You have
well,
to take the next one.
well, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay.
This is what it's like to fight giants. So the next one is going to be 22 to hit.
Fuck. I can't do anything about that.
That one's going to be 21 points piercing damage.
Oh, cool.
And
right.
she blows this little whistle, but it makes no sound. But you get the vibe that she's calling upon something.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh
Alright,
no.
You're up, Pythona.
Okay, so Pythona is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Alright.
Well, actually, I'm going to move first, so I'm going to move into the area where they are, so I'll run down the stairs or whatever. And she holds up this orb. It's kind of this crystalline orb. And so a cube appears right next to both the giants, and it kind of like, this cube is just made of like this kind of 60s Star Trek disco pattern that kind of flickers different colored lights on and off, on and off. And so now they have to make DC 15 wisdom saves, and to see if they're charmed by me or not.
14. I rolled a 7 plus 7, 14.
14, okay. Who is that?
This is. Oh, you did on both of them?
Yes.
On the guy who's being choked too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He rolled a 13 plus 7, so he's gonna pass. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So he's still
That's
just
all
he's being choked. I just rolled on her thinking you were attacking her. Okay, yeah. So Balkar failed.
Okay, so yeah, she is charmed by me and then incapacitated with a speed of 0.
Okay. Shit.
Damn.
I have advantage against social checks against her, and I have, and she won't willingly attack me unless I attack her first.
Yeah. So she'll attack everybody else, but not you.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to move behind you.
What else you got?
So I'll just be like, I'll just kind of appeal to her. I can't remember her name. That's Balakar, right?
Yeah, Balkar.
Yeah, I'll just be like, Balakar, quickly! You must release the other guy's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't remember that.
Lord Orthians.
Yes, you must release the Lord immediately. It's important. If you don't, we'll all be in trouble. And I'll just try and like convince her with deception, which I have advantage on now, to release him.
Go for it.
All right. That's a bummer. Oh my god, I rolled a 3 both times. It's a 10.
I would like to use my inspiration to get him to roll that again.
Alright, here it comes.
All right.
You can do better than that. It's all in the voice.
The better that I did is a 15.
And I would roll
Against insight.
insight.
Yeah,
You would contest with insight.
Yeah, I rolled a 14 plus 7, so that's 20.
He's not convinced.
She's charmed, but she's not that charmed. She's not
Okay.
ready to let him go.
I ain't letting go of that bitch ass motherfucker.
I guess I can end my turn there. I don't know what. I mean, she's still charmed by me.
She is
but,
still charmed by you, yes.
Yeah.
We're all charmed by you. You're doing great, girl. We're gonna go back to Black Star.
So I am going to unleash my bow, and I'm going to shoot, and I'm going to have sneak attack because my friend is adjacent to her. That's going to be 16 plus a lot to hit. Let me see. It's 16 plus 7, so it's a well over 20 to hit. Okay. Sneak attack is 4d6. The bow is 1d6. So here we go.
Math time.
Yep. 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20 damage. And then I say to Iru, as a bonus action, I say, she is charmed by the snake. Use that to your advantage. Flank her. That's the help action again used, so that it will grant you advantage on your attack against her, giving you the sneak attack.
So I can do a sneak attack again?
Yes, the only way you can do sneak attack is if one of your allies is adjacent to her, or if you have advantage.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna do that again.
Yeah.
These babies get to finally be used, because I just use the big die all the time now. Oh wait, I use my weapons plus thing.
It's probably
Right.
plus 7.
Yeah, okay. 15?
15 hits.
Yes! Okay.
So if they're attacking with your rapier, that's 1d8 and 4d6s.
28.
Wow.
Sweet.
She's definitely bloodied.
Dum dum dum. Dum 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 dum
You got anything else you want to do?
You have bonus actions available to you. You can disengage, dodge. No, not dodge. Disengage, dash, or.
Yeah, dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. I'm
take
gonna.
the-
Can I hide? Because I've only got 3 health.
Yeah, it's
I've
like a
got
throne
3.
room. There's probably some pillars or something you can get behind.
He'd
I'm
have to
so-
disengage to do that, though.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't mean to be a Nazi.
Oh, well, you sound like one.
That's
Do
the DM's
tell.
fault. He can do whatever. It is a giant, so the DM can say whatever he wants.
They could run away at least, you know, if you
Yeah, I'm gonna-
disengage. So.
I'm gonna disengage because she's gonna hit me again and I'll die. Move away.
She can't take attack Python disengaged. Go ahead and I'm going to attack Blackstar with her star.
Who is perched on the guy's shoulder?
Yep, she don't care. She wants him to die.
Yeah.
First attack is a 13.
You're looking at a 16.
Second attack. Oh, that's a little bit better. It's going to be 27.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
So it'll be 21 points piercing damage.
I'm gonna use my reaction to take half of that.
Okay. And it is now your turn, Pythona.
All right, so yeah, Pythona is going to. So what? Is there there's an exit behind me, or where's the most likely place the guards will come running in?
They can come in any. There's 4 ways around the circle.
Oh man.
So you guys came in the one walkway, so there's 3 other ways they could come in if they wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I know the
Yeah.
one that's the left of where we came in is like the one that's connected. No, the one across from where we came in is the one that's connected to the dragon lair, right?
And there's probably like an opening up top where the sun shines in and stuff, because they can kind of control weather. So it could come through the roof or it could come through those doorways. Correct?
Okay, I want to cast a web into the doorway directly across from the one where we came in. So zone 2, the top left one.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a sorcery point, 2 sorcery points to cast it as a bonus action, so that I can cast a cantrip as an action.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
And then I'm gonna cast.
Is that called Quicken Spell?
Yeah, Quicken Spell.
Cool.
I'm
Never
going
seen it
to
done.
sort of take a few steps towards that Majordomo and spray her down with poison from my wrists.
Okay.
So she'll have to make a Constitution saving throw, or take 2d12 poison damage.
On throw. Here we go.
It's got to be a 15.
Would she have disadvantage on the con throw because she's charmed?
She won't be charmed by me anymore because I'm attacking her.
Oh, very good.
Well, she's got 23 on the con save.
Fuck. Okay. How about?
Yeah, you sure she doesn't have disadvantage? Okay.
She doesn't.
This is what it's like to fight giants when you're not Chin-Lu.
Yeah, no kidding.
When you're not Fenrir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about her having a good con save. I don't know
Whoops.
why.
Just
no
for
kidding.
shits and giggles, and for the new DM, it's a plus 10. con
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, that makes sense. They're giants.
Cloud giants are right underneath the Storm King giants. They're the next highest tier almost.
They're big guys. Big guys.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
It is. Charmed, yay.
Yay! Bummer. Should have tried to persuade her. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Alright, back to you, Bloodstar. At this
Now,
point,
Pythona is adjacent to her, right?
Now I am, yeah, because I'm stupid.
That's okay. You helped me out by being there. Okay, here we go. I got a 17 to hit.
that hits.
Okay, he's pulled his bow, and he's trying to he's really going for the eyes, man. He's trying to shoot her in the eyeball. And he gets 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23 damage to her.
Alright.
And he will say, Iru, give it all you can. We've got to push. I've shot her close to the eye. She won't see your attack. I'm using the help action as a bonus action to grant advantage to Iru. Now that can be on either a ranged attack or a, I believe, ranged or melee attack.
Yeah.
Help action.
And what I wanted to just interject, we're in round 3. At this point, you can see that Lord Otheaner is he's starting to turn purple. He's being choked out. So I would say roughly he's about halfway to death.
We're trying to save him.
Yes, we're 3 rounds in, he's about halfway to death. Okay.
It's up to you, Iru.
You heard the man. Put it between our eyes. We gotta save that guy, or everything we work for will be thrown out the window. No peace.
I know, Green Boot. I'm just a little dizzy right now.
I've lost a lot of blood.
Okay. Alright, so I have advantage.
Advantage, yes.
Okay. 14.
14 hits.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
They're big
All right.
targets. They're very big targets, okay?
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah,
I don't have.
That's why it's
I don't-
exciting when you get that. When you think you don't hit and then you hit, that's the best feeling.
Okay, let's see. Yes. Alright. D8. I'm gonna use my crazy one. 22.
22 damage, okay. Alright, what else you got?
I was actually looking at something. Shit.
You have your bonus actions available, and that's it.
Yeah, but what I was gonna do.
Or your scout thing. If someone attacks you, I think you have to move half your movement away.
So you can dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. If an enemy ends its turn adjacent, you can move half your speed without provoking as reaction.
That's if she openly was chasing you.
Yeah. Now, what I was looking at requires an action, so I can't do that. It would have been cool, but dude's dying. So, I guess I'll go adjacent to her, but like behind her. She has like 0, like because of the charm, she has 0 movement.
She's not charmed
speed, right?
anymore. She's not charmed.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm not moving towards her.
But she's within you guys' clutches too. If she moves away from you, one of you is getting an opportunity attack.
Right. Okay. Well.
It's basically a small room. She's swinging this giant club around. Don't worry about it. Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I'll save my bonus action in case she does attack me.
Okay.
Here she comes.
Well, at this point, through that hole that Pythona webbed up, you see a white dragon start to appear. So walk me through what happens here.
So if it begins its turn in the web,
It's going to move right into the web. It's going to basically go into the web to get into the room. It's been called.
okay, gotcha. So
let's
it's
say it's
difficult.
webbed. Let's say it's webbed then. Let's say it begins its turn in the web.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain, and we're lightly obscured. It has to make a dex saving throw, and if it fails, then it's restrained. And that saving throw is 15.
Okay. Natural 20.
I feel like it's here to help, though. It's his pet.
Rip right through the webs. If we can kill her, maybe he'll tell it to stop killing us.
So it was able to get through the webs. That slowed
Yeah.
it down, or
Now it could move on through the webs or a 20-foot cube. So I mean, it would still be difficult terrain, but it's not restrained.
I'm going to say that it gets into the room, and you see the Lord Othean, and he reaches up to it, and she looks back at him.
He's not your pet anymore. I raised him.
But you look at the dragon, and the dragon looks kind of caught between both of them. Like, he looks puppy dog-eyed at Lord Othean, his master, but he also looks at the cruel mistress that shaped him, placed him here. So he's kind of caught between both. So I'll let you guys work with that. We'll say his turn is done. We're going to move over to Balcar. She is so pissed at you, Pythona, that she grabs this marble statue and she tosses it at you.
Oh boy.
Ranged attack.
Okay.
That's going to be 28 to hit.
Yeah, I mean that hits. Yeah.
It's gonna be 30 points bludgeoning damage.
Wow, I don't have anything to stop stuff like that, so that's bad.
She just slams a statue at you.
Yep.
Your little snake flies off like.
Yeah. Damn near crushes me under it. Yep.
Well, it's your turn. She has nothing else she can do. That's her one attack.
Yeah, alright, then I will sort of yank myself from underneath this boulder and then
Hit you and smash you against the wall, you know, and you kind of
yeah,
slither free.
bounce away. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use the sorcery points again to do that quicken spell, and I'm gonna cast the 4th level Ray of Sickness
Oh shit!
on her. So that's 5d. So that's a +7 to hit. So let's see if I can do that.
Oh boy.
That's a 24.
That hits.
Alright, so that's 5d8.
Not even suspenseful.
So 27 points of poison damage.
Damn, you guys are hitting it now.
And then I'll use, so that'll cost me my bonus action, and then I'll use my action to shoot her with a firebolt.
Okay.
And,
Firebolt.
That's a 19 to hit,
That hits.
and that's 2d10 damage. 8 damage.
Alright. Okay. Anything
And,
else, sir?
No, that'll end my turn.
Alright, you're up, Black Star.
Black Star will see the momentum of his friends and how they have laid fucking Ray of Sickness and the slashing of blades, and he's gonna leap off of this dude, and he's gonna look like a bird of prey flying through the air, pulling out 2 daggers. And he's gonna come down and try and stick one of them at least into her, and that is going to be a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, that's a dagger I used. Let's make it my D4. All right, they're adjacent to her though, right? Or one of them is. Yeah, Iru is.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much in there. Let's just do that.
Okay, so with sneak attack, that's 19 damage. Just lands on her.
Stabbing away at her.
Okay, so she's still up. I have a dagger in my other hand. It doesn't get anything special or a modifier. I'm trying to put a D4 in her.
Okay.
See if I can get a second attack. And that's going to be like 23 to hit.
That hits.
Just one little D4. Plink. 3 extra damage.
How do you want this to look?
Yes! Get out of here.
I know, it's insane. How do you want it to look?
I fly through the air like a fucking raven crow, okay? Like my fucking cape flies out like Batman and shit.
Cool.
I got that fucking like Vega looking mask on, and I stick the one dagger into her head, and I just start saying my little Raven Queen prayer. Light turns to darkness, and life becomes death. And when the Raven Queen calls, we all pay our debts. I stick the other dagger in, and I just zip tied down this bitch's spine, just opening up her back like a blood eagle, and giant blood sprays down all over the top of me, and then she falls forward. And I'm sprayed with giant blood.
Yes, and as she dies, the magic that she wielded over the necklace to choke her dispenses, and he can start breathing, and the dragon goes to his side, seeing its master in danger, and seeing that she's dead, and he calls out to it. I can't remember what I named it. I think I named it Charmin or something. Cottonelle.
Cottonelle, yeah.
Cottonelle.
And it comes and nestles to him.
You are indeed mighty heroes. Thank you for this.
We thank you for brokering a peace between our peoples as the ultimate goal.
Yes.
And there will be others like this one who try to stand in that way. But we must work together to remove these threats from both our camp and yours, if we are ever to dwell together on this earth as equals.
Yes, we will make a pact. We will see the end of this uprising the breaking of the ordning. This cloud giants, I will speak to my father. I will speak to the Countess.
We will go back to our people and tell them of your heroic deed.
And I will tell them of your heroic deed.
You needn't mention anything, for we are merely tools in this revolution.
I'll be. I didn't think you guys would pull it off. I thought I was going to be in a giant's toy chest for the rest of my life.
I do think we almost perished there. Both of my companions are badly wounded.
I'm on the
That's
door
not
to
any
death.
worse for wear, but my people benefit from this. Can we exfiltrate? Have we gotten enough information?
I believe that we can make our way home.
Yeah.
Can I have that bitch's other eye?
So you go and you pluck out her eye.
Yeah.
Othiander, he offers the party 1,000 gold and arts and objects as thank you for their efforts to aid him.
Cool.
So you guys could just, if you want.
We will take this.
Let's just say everybody gets 1,000 gold each. Just
Add
for
some
the
money.
hell of it.
Yeah.
In case you ever use that
Wag.
character again, you can go to the store.
Yeah,
But he
man.
also gives you his promise that he's going to try to talk his father and the Countess into peace amongst the Sword Coast. When you get back to, you exit the building, you get back on the dirigible. Helena's there, and she's very proud of y'all. And she asks if you guys located the Nightstone.
Unfortunately, we found no clues regarding the Nightstone, but we were able to broker a peace between the prince and ourselves. There was foul play involved.
Well, perhaps I can use that new inside connection we have to talk to Othiander myself and locate it. My gut
Yes.
tells me that the Countess, leader of the Cloud Giants, is in possession of it. I will not rest until I find it. But you have all performed admirably, and as a reward, you all have gained membership to the Zentarum Guild, if you so choose, and all the resources that it has amongst the Sword Coast.
This is a favorable arrangement and an adequate reward. I expect to be affiliated as an independent contractor.
Most Zentarum are. We all work in areas and we search for power and prestige.
It's an agreeable arrangement.
So you guys are added into the Zentarum Brotherhood.
Hey, Black Star.
Yes,
I'm gonna lift up the eye. Keep an eye out for me, will ya?
I wash my hands of you.
That's about time.
Well said. I guess I'm surrounded by a bunch of fangs. You guys got number one renowned. You're welcome to the Zentarum ranks.
Does this mean I have to say goodbye to you, Greenbone?
Of course. I got a wife and children to get back to, you know.
I'll miss you, though. Who else is gonna give me sassy comments when I need them most? Definitely won't be Black Star.
I'm trying to think of a witty way to end this adventure.
I'll have to introduce you to my friend Dorian Vicente.
Oh, not him. Anybody but him.